I thought it might be fun if I took a video of me rooting. So here is Haldir. I have him sitting on my rooting pillow, and I will show you a little bit of what my rooting process is like. When I root, I like to create a little rooted border that gives me small goals to reach. And I have almost come to one of my goals. I set a little rooted border here, and then I fill in the area, and then once I fill in the area, I'll make another goal for myself, and it makes it a little less daunting if I have small goals that I can reach. So I'm rooting Haldir and Juniper pretty much the same time. I'll root Haldir a little, and then I'll root on Juniper a little, so that way they can get done at the same time, because I want to take pictures of the two of them together. They're kind of like best friends. So it seemed fitting that they be done at the same time, which is taking me longer, and I apologize for that, Carolyn, but I think it will be worth it in the end. I hope you think so too. I am very slow at rooting, but I find it relaxing. I like to sit and root lots of times with a movie on that I've already seen, so that I don't have to watch it, I can just listen to it. Or I like to listen to movie soundtracks or just the radio. I'm using a combination of kind of a golden blonde and reds for Haldir. Wanted something a little bit different than just straight blonde. I thought with a hint of red it would just suit his spunky little personality. So I am also using some of this red, and this doesn't look very red, it looks more brown, but there is a hint of red in it, so I'm using some of those for the darker areas. I'm trying to keep the top of his head fairly light. My own hair is like that. The neck is dark, and top of my hair is a lighter color. I like having more than one color. It gives depth to the hair. It doesn't look so flat that way. And because I'm rooting thickly, it's taking longer, but I thought it was fitting for a set of fantasy creatures to have really thick hair. Even though they're so tiny, I thought they should have really, really thick hair. It just seemed to suit them. As I root, I like to spray them with their hair with some water and conditioner to help tame it and keep it down out of my way so it doesn't get tangled. It also keeps it nice and smooth and pretty. Normally when I root, I usually cut my locks of hair smaller than this so that I don't get it all over the place, because usually I end up trimming baby's hair anyway. But with the babies that I'm doing, Juniper and Haldir, I want them to have a little bit longer hair, so I am rooting with a longer lock, and it gets kind of messy. And I like to use a toothbrush, just a little child toothbrush, because then I can brush a smaller area than a big baby brush would do. So I've pretty much met the little goal that I had set, so then what I do is I just go in and I choose maybe 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, and I just root a little line that I can make as my little goal, and then I'll tell myself that's my goal, and I don't look at the rest of the head and how much rooting I have left to do. I just say, I just need to get from here to there, and it makes it go easier for me. I know everyone has their own way of doing it, but this is the way that works the best for me. A lot of reborners like to map out the rooting with a pencil or a gel pen or something, but I've found for me that I like to map it out with hair, similar to this. I just map out the rooting in the hair, in little lines of hair, and then that way I don't have to worry about if the marking doesn't come out or whatever. And also it's easier to change. If you change your mind, you can just pull the hairs out, but if you change your mind and it's marked on there, you have to wipe it down or something. And this is what I have discovered works the best for me. And that's the great thing about reborning, is there are so many different ways of doing things, and you just have to find what works best for you. So there is my rooting process. I sit on my couch with my pillows and my rooting pillow that I made for myself and root away. This is Haldir. Pretty soon he'll have all his hair. Thanks for watching.